Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Gunfight Arena video, okay? And in today's video, we're just gonna be playing the game, but we're not just playing the game, okay? We got some stuff to take care of, aka I need to figure out what is the best gun in this game. And a lot of the times that I make these type of videos, I center it around one gun, but there is, I would say, 3 different weapons, or maybe even like 4, that I would consider to be one of the best guns in the game. And I'm going to decide which one is the best gun in the game. So, first things first, we gotta start off with the legendary M60. Actually, we shouldn't start off with the M60. We should start off with how it all started, which was the Scar H. So, I first made my video on the Scar H, and I was calling this thing the best gun in the game because, you know, I was naive at the time. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know how good the M60 was. This thing was pretty good. At the time, for me, I was like a pretty low rank, so I didn't know better, okay? I'm sorry. But, to be fair to you, this gun still really does pack a punch. It really does. It's really strong, and I don't know if I would say it's the best gun in the game by any means, but I do think it is one of the better ones. It has a 3-shot to the limb potential, and if you get a headshot with it, I mean, I think you're pretty much getting 2-shotting people, so that's insane. But as you can see, that right there, it's 3 shots people from full HP, so I think that in itself definitely kind of shows you that this gun is really good. It is really strong. It comes with a sight on it, and it is relatively cheap compared to, you know, some of the other guns we're gonna go over in this video. However, I do think that this gun is really good, and I think that you guys should definitely look into this weapon. Even though it might not be considered the best gun in the game, I still think it's one of the best guns in the game. So I don't think I need to go over the Scar H all too much in this video, because yes, we do consider it one of the better guns in the game, but we already know it's not because of the other options that we're gonna go through in today's video. But speaking about videos, hey guys, I have a brand new channel. If you guys want to head over to that brand new channel and watch a lot of Rivals content, and Lord already knows there's a lot of Rivals content out there, but a lot of it is a little, I hate to say it, cringe. The way some people like to do their videos on that game, which I get it, you know, there's a lot of little kids watching, so yeah, I wanted to give a different approach to Rivals content, and that's kind of what I'm doing on that channel. So if you guys want to head over there and watch a more, I don't know, chill version, so if you guys want to head over to that channel and watch more of me and my videos, you guys can definitely head over there and watch it. I would highly suggest it because I am, you know, I'm having a lot of fun, okay? So if you guys want to watch more of me, I would greatly appreciate it, but only if you are interested in watching Rivals. I don't want any of you to subscribe if you're not interested, because it only hurts the channel performance, but if you guys want to, I greatly appreciate it. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. It is literally just Wild RBLX, you know, short for Roblox, obviously, with WOs. So yeah, you guys can head over there and go subscribe. But anyways, back to what I was saying about, you know, the Scar and stuff like that. I think the Scar is a relatively good gun. It's not the craziest thing I've ever used in the world, at least not in this game. It is still a very strong weapon. I do think that, and I think a lot of people like the Scar for the same reasons that I do. You know, not a lot of visual recoil going on, very nice sights on it, and you know, it's the Scar, so obviously it's gonna be really fun to use regardless of how good it actually is or not. It's the Scar, iconic weapon. So I really like this this weapon, and it, you know, holds a special place in my heart because I don't feel like if I ever made the video on this specific weapon that I would be where I'm at in terms of growth on YouTube today, and I probably wouldn't have committed to Gunfight as hard as I did. So yeah, if it wasn't for the Scar, I probably wouldn't be doing Gunfight Arena videos, which is why I have to give it a mention, because it definitely is one of my favorite weapons in this game, and it is a really good weapon overall. So another random weapon that a lot of people used to call very good was the G11, $3.5 million, dude, look at this. So this gun by first glance doesn't really look all too much. It looks very boxy, but there's a reason why I would consider this as one of the better guns in the game, because look at this, no recoil, bro. This thing has 0 recoil, and it holds 66 rounds, dude. 66 rounds? That's insane. I don't think you guys understand to the level of insanity that actually is. 66 rounds in this gun, that is really strong. For how much damage it does too, and like how low recoil it has, it is personally one of my better guns in the game, like better in terms of my opinion on it. I really do enjoy this weapon. The iron sights on it are very clean as well, very easy to see through. The no camera shake whenever you're shooting as well, it makes it very easy to control and very easy to see what you're shooting at. It's overall just a very good weapon. It does so much damage too. I think it is actually a 3-shot as well to the limbs, which is really good. A lot of these guns are obviously going to be, you know, in that 3-shot range because it's, you know, a good gun. But if I were to compare it with, you know, the Scar, I think that the G11, for me personally, is a tier above the Scar. And yeah, you're going to be paying a whole $500 more for it, but it is that much better. So while I still do think that this might be one of the better weapons, I don't know if it still is the best yet. We still have other guns to check out in this video. Unfortunately, I don't know what is the better gun. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see by feeling, okay? I'm not gonna leave this lobby at all. It doesn't matter what map we get. We're just gonna go off of a basis of how I'm personally feeling. Because if a lot of you guys don't know, I don't really base off my guns like in terms of, you know, I guess damage and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that plays a factor into it. A lot of these guns are gonna be feeling mostly the same. A little differences here and there, but it's mostly gonna be kind of the same deal. So I kind of just go off of what is the fun fact. What little like special quirks does the gun come with to make it, in my opinion, the best gun? And this gun for me, obviously, is the like no camera shake, low recoil, high ammo count. It's just overall really good. And the price of it, honestly, is not too bad when you're talking about best guns in the game. Oh my god, we're beaming. We're beaming. Ooh, look at that little quad kill right there. Let's get with a 5 right there. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Yep, and I just have it. Next up on the list, we have is the M14E2. Now, this thing I have not used in a long time. And I wouldn't say, I never really said it was the best gun in the game, I don't think. I think I said it was a new meta. And the reason why I said that, it was because of this. It is full auto. It is a full auto. I thought this thing was a semi. No, it is fully automatic. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure this was another one of those guns that had a price change. And this right here, yeah, I won't lie. It does do quite a bit of damage. And it is really fun to just hip fire with. But in terms of actual usability, I don't know if I could recommend this thing because of how much camera shake. At least for me. You know, when I was making the video at the time, I was kind of just going in with it. And it is really good. Like you can see, this thing is a 2-shot. It is a 2-shot. That's what makes it really strong. Like, obviously. The fact that it's a 2-shot to the limb, like, what are we even talking about right now? You know what I mean? Like, that is insane. Let's get this guy right here. Yep, 2-shot. I mean, you're just gonna be deleting enemies, like, instantly, basically, with this thing. If you have, like, a group of enemies in front of you, and you have this thing in your hands, you're gonna be pretty much all set. Like, look at that. That's a quick little kill right there. So you can find somebody else. Not a lot of people spawning in here. I don't know why. I might have to leave this lobby, find a different one. But yeah, as you can see. Oh, man. Oh, okay, I missed every bullet on that guy. Get this guy. Oh, man, dude. Woo! Yeah, this thing is still really good. It still is really good, but the only reason why I wouldn't say, like, I don't know if I would put the scar above this thing, you know? I don't know. I think maybe I would. Even though it's a 2-shot. 2-shot sounds insane for full auto. It does. But the reason why I wouldn't say so is just because of this. Look at that. That is crazy. How are you meant to control that, dude? Maybe some people can. I don't really like guns that do that. It's just, it's a headache for me. I can't. I'm personally somebody who likes to use weapons that are low recoil, high damage, or, you know, low recoil, lower damage, but still can get the kill in roughly the same amount of time. So yeah, that's why I don't really say anything about this gun too much. It's okay. It's decent. It's not that bad. Moving on, we have the AR-10. Okay, the AR-10, this was one of the guns that a lot of people wanted me to make a video on, specifically because apparently this thing is really strong. As you can see, it holds 40 bullets in the chamber. How much does it do for limb? 35 to limb, and it shoots really fast. So again, this is kind of in the same bracket for me as the M14, where it is very good at hip firing, and if you really like to just hip fire, then, you know, you can pick up this gun and you'll do just fine. Definitely not a very bad weapon. It's pretty good, fun to play around with, mess around with, you know, but it is I don't know, it's just, it depletes ammo super quick, and whenever you ADS with it and try and shoot somebody, you can't even see what you're shooting at. So that for me is just kind of like I don't know if I would say it's the best gun in the game. I understand, again, why a lot of people do say that, but as you can see, it's very hard to see what you're shooting at from a distance because you're gonna need to just be hip firing the whole time. And hip firing, you know, can be fun, but it's not really reliable to getting some kills because it's only really good whenever you're closer range, obviously. So that's why I would probably put the AR-8 or the AR-10, sorry, not AR-18. I wouldn't say the AR-18 is the best gun in the game either. For me, my ranking right now as it stands, it would probably go AR-10, M14, Scar, G11. Yeah, I think that's exactly how I would rank it so far. So now we're coming up to the big boys, okay? These are the big boys. We have the M60. So the M60, this has been one of, I think it actually has been the best gun in the game for a long time. This thing has low low recoil, you know, lots of bullets. It 3 shots as well. It can shoot through walls even. Like, it is a strong weapon. How much bullets can this thing hold? Exactly 80 rounds, dude. 80 rounds? That is insane. Yeah, I think that the M60 has always reigned supreme, and I think a lot of people really like it because, you know, it's a very low recoil gun. It doesn't take much to use. It's very easy to pick up on. It has a lot of ammo in it, and most of all, it's really fun to just run around with. Like, look at this, dude. Like, you can literally just beam all your enemies just like that. Look at these guys. Unsuspecting victims I see right in front of me, dude. I had no idea what just hit them. Beam. Yup. Like, look at this. I can literally... That's the thing about the M60 that is so strong is you can just spawn trap for days, dude. For days. Like, you can't even do anything about it. When you have somebody on the enemy team with this thing, you're pretty much just... You're done for. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to swap spawns, or you're just gonna have to get a grenade kill if they're not paying attention. Maybe they're too zoned in, but as you can see, like, the game's only, like, almost a minute in, and I only have 13 kills already, and I haven't really been trying. Like, this thing is a very strong weapon, and I think a lot of people do like this gun a lot, but I don't know if I would say it's still the best gun in the game. A lot of people are probably like, bro, what is the best gun? See, that's the thing. We need to try out every gun before we can even declare that, right? And there's one other weapon that I would put in the running for best gun in the game that isn't the M60. It is the laser LMG, aka its bigger brother. So the way to get the laser LMG is you need to be prestige 14, and then when you have 14 prestiges, you have to spend your 14 prestiges and get this weapon. So it's not, in terms of costly effect, it's not gonna run your pockets extremely dry, but it is going to cost you a lot, and I mean a lot of money, or a lot of time. Sorry, not money. I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep saying money. This thing is going to cost you so much of your time, it's ridiculous. But this is the real kicker. The reason why this thing is considered the best gun in the game is because it has the potential to 2-shot. It has a lot of rounds in the chamber, and it is very strong. And on top of that, you're shooting lasers at people. Come on now, dude, that sounds like dope. You're shooting lasers, bro. Like, that sounds so sick. Yeah, I got so many kills. Anytime you see a laser weapon in Gunfight Arena, you just know that it's not gonna be a fun lobby. You're just gonna need to switch lobbies. It's just that strong. But yeah, I would definitely say that this is one of the better. So now that we have all the guns and we know what we're talking about, we have all the things picked out, what exactly is the list? How would I rank what is the best versus what is the worst? So let's go from worst to best. So the worst weapon that I've ever talked about being one of the better ones, or I've seen people talk about being one of the better ones, that I might get hate for this, but I'm sorry, it's the AR-10. AR-10 is for sure one of the worst weapons that I've ever seen in the best conversation, and it's for the reasons that I've, like, explained. A lot of visual recoil going on, kind of hard to control, very good with hip firing, very fast fire rate, and it has a 3-shot body potential, which is really good. But the fact that it has all that visual recoil, for me personally, I can't really rank this thing as one of the better guns, and for 7.5 million credits for what you're getting, I think you might as well just save up a little bit more and get yourself an M6. That is my opinion. So that's why I would say AR-10 is one of the worst. I'm not saying it's the worst gun in the game by any means. I think it's better than a lot of different weapons in this game, but it's definitely, in terms of one of the best guns, I think it's the worst in that section. Moving on, what is the next on the list that I would put? I would probably put the Scar. I used to say that this thing was the best gun in the game. I don't believe that anymore because, you know, a lot of balance changes have been going on. We got new additions in the game and stuff like that. The Scar is still a very strong weapon, but in my opinion, it kind of got lost in the sauce, okay? It got lost in time. It is what it is. It's a relic of its past, but it's still a very strong weapon. Next up, I would put is the M14. Because of the 2-shot potential, I can't really dog on this thing too hard. 4 million credits, I mean, you're basically going to be getting an AR-10, just a little bit better, alright? Just a little bit better. Now, it's not going to have the same ammo capacity, but you are going to get an extremely fast fire rate or a 2-shot body potential instead of a 3-shot body potential, which is why I'm placing this thing where I'm placing. And number 3, shocker, who would have guessed this? It's the G11. I think that this gun being, you know, one of the big 3 in the game, and then it only being 3.5 million credits, that is a steal. That is a steal in my book, dude. I don't even think it takes that long to get that many credits. I could be completely wrong. I am doing a free-to-play account, so we'll see if I can get it to that point. But the G11 is just such a good gun. It really is. It is one of the better guns in the game, and I will stand by that. I will stand by that all the way, bro. This gun is great. This gun is fantastic. The low recoil on it, the low visual recoil on it, the high ammo count on it, the damage it does, the great iron sights that it has. because it is just overall, I think, out of any of the picks, even the next two that I'm going to mention, I think out of any of the picks, this is the best one, okay? I will say that. I think that this is like the best bang for your buck, the most damage out of it, the lowest recoil, the nicest feeling weapon in the entire game is, in my opinion, the G11. Now, it's not the best gun, but I will say it is probably the best feeling and one of the better weapons in the game because of that. Now, we're going to talk about these next two, which is the laser LMG and the M60. Now, you're probably wondering, what exactly are you going to rank these things at? I'm obviously going to put the M60 next. M60, I would say, is the next up because obviously, you know, for 10 million credits, 10 million credits is nothing to look at and be like, I get that easily. No, you can't. You just can't. 10 million credits is going to take you a long time to get to, and it's going to give you some pretty good performance on this thing. You're going to have a lot of ammo on it, low recoil, good irons. It is the overall package of what you want. I do think the G11 is a little bit more fun to use, in my opinion, but, you know, and that's only because the G11 doesn't, you know, slow you down by a whole, I don't even know, bro. Like, you're moving at the speed. You know when you have, like, a lawnmower and you have, like, a turtle speed, and then you have the rabbit, dude, and you go down to the turtle? That's what I'm talking about. That's what this thing does, okay? If you're using the G11, you're gonna be moving at rabbit speed. So, yeah, M60, alright, not the greatest thing in the world. So, yeah, in my opinion, the M60 is, you know, second place, and it is a solid second place. But let's move on to number one, because that's what you guys are here for, which is the laser LMG. Now, the reason why I placed this thing at number one is because, yes, this thing is a machine. It is a two-shot. You need to at least hit one shot to the body, one shot to the head, and it's going to two-shot. Alright, it is a strong weapon. It can shoot through walls, and not only that, it takes so much to get this thing. Like, it actually does. It's gonna take you way longer to get a laser LMG than the M60. This is the ultimate flex in this game. If you have the laser LMG, you are flexing on everything, and that is just a fact, okay? I can't lie, that is just the way it is. If you want a laser LMG-esque, I would go with the M60, obviously, because, you know, it's its little brother, but the laser LMG obviously is going to be the best gun in the game. It two shots, has high fire rate, it has a really nice sight on it as well. Easy to control, not the easiest by any means, but it's still easy to control. Not that bad. The design of the weapon also looks really great, which obviously shouldn't really play a factor into it because, I mean, I put the G11 at number 3, and it doesn't really look the greatest. And in terms of look, I mean, just because of the actual gun it is. I'm not talking about the gun model. The gun models are always really sick. But yeah, dude, what are you doing, bro? Get up, man. What is that guy doing? Anyways, so yeah, now you know what I'm talking about. This gun is great, but now let's get to the real number one. The real number one is this right here, the laser minigun. Oh my lord, bro, look at me go. Woo! But anyways, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you all did enjoy and want to see some more content like this. If you guys want to see more of me and more of just, I guess, other videos, you guys can head over to my other channel like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. That would mean a great deal to me. I would appreciate that a lot. But only go over there if you're interested. I post Rivals content there, so yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you beautiful, beautiful people on the next one. Bye. Peace.